And in Vadakkan Veeragatha, you're working with all legends, right? Here I'm coming from Vaishali in a very chilled out atmosphere, and Bharadan sir was he was very chilled out, right? Where Hariharan sir was not that chilled. The characteristics of Bharadan sir and Hariharan sir is like moon and the sun. One of the scenes, sword hit the wig, and the wig fell down. Yeah, so and I started laughing, right? Because it was funny at that time and he didn't take it so well. He was upset, then he left the shoot. The shooting got cancelled. Obviously, Mammootty sir also not the chill type. When I was doing Vaishali, I didn't know much about the Malayalam film industry. I was told that Mammootty sir and Mohanlal sir, they were the main pillars of the cinema. I couldn't go to the schedule of that movie because I fell sick. That movie was Amaram. Yeah, Ashokan roles were.
You were supposed to do the Ashokan's role.
Yeah, I was supposed to do that. His main idea was to get the lead pair, me and Suparna, be comfortable with each other. And I think there's no other way of making a lead pair comfortable than getting them kiss on their first scene, right? I think that must be the thought process. Yeah. Right now I'm 58. So
you're 58.
Yeah, I was 22 when I did Vaishali, right? So if you do the math, I'm 58 right now.
Oh my God.
Vaishali was the Bahubali of 1988 actually.
വാട്സാപ്പ് വഴി ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പഠിക്കാൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് കഫേ ഉള്ളപ്പോൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഒരു വിഷയമേ അല്ല. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് കഫേ പ്രസൻസ് യു ദ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ്. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് കഫേ, വി പ്രസന്റ് യു ദ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ്. വാട്സ്ആപ്പ് നൗ 9633388575.
മലയാളിക്ക് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷന്റെയും ആവശ്യമില്ലാത്ത മലയാളിയുടെ ഒരേ ഒരു ഋഷ്യശൃംഗൻ നമ്മുടെ സ്വന്തം സഞ്ജയ് മിശ്രയാണ് നമ്മോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് വടക്കൻ വീരഗാഥയുടെ റീ റിലീസുമായി സംബന്ധിച്ചാണ്. നമസ്കാരം.
Good morning.
Good
It's
morning.
good morning over here, sorry.
So, how did the journey to Vadakkan Veeragatha initially start?
Well, to answer your question, I have to go, I have to jog the memory lane. So we were, we did the last schedule of Vaishali. And I was in Bombay, after completing the last schedule in Mysore, I think. Yeah. So I got a call from the late M.T. Vasudevan Nair sir, who was also the scriptwriter of Vaishali. He said, "Hey Sanjay, can you come and meet me in Juhu? Juhu is a suburb in Bombay."
Yeah.
So the producer of Vadakkan Veeragatha, Mr. Gangadharan, he had an apartment over there. So I went over there, I met them. He said that there is this very important role opposite Mammootty sir, and would you like to do it? I said, yeah, sure, why not? So he said that it's about Kalaripayat. Now in those days, we are talking about 89.
Yeah.
Not many people knew about Kalaripayat, especially me. I'm talking about me in Bombay. So I had to ask him what was that. He said it's a form of Kerala martial art. I said, sir, but I don't know how to do Kalaripayat. So he said, don't worry, we'll teach you everything. So, I said, okay, I was on board. And I remember going to Palghat about 2 weeks before the main schedule of the movie. And I started learning, the nuances of
Urumi.
Yeah, exactly, with the fight master. And yeah, so that was it, basically. That's how I was on board with the movie.
2 milestones of your career, both Vaishali and Vadakkan Veeragatha, was spent by the legendary M.T. Vasudevan Nair, and he finally left us with all his giant body of work. Do you see him as a mentor? How was accepting that he's no more? That news was?
Vasudevan Nair sir I was more involved with him at the shoot of Vaishali, because when we did the first schedule of Vaishali in Idiki, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
we were all staying in a small guest house, and he used to be there at every, Vaishali had a lot of moments with him because he was also the dialogue writer of the movie. So each and every scene went past him, and he was there present at each and every scene of the movie while it was being filmed with Bharadan sir. So my interaction with him was much more during Vaishali. In Vadakkan Veeragatha, because it has such a big canvas, we were all staying in Palghat in a hotel and all that. So I used to only meet him during the schedule, but I was more closer to him during Vaishali. Because obviously, because that, it was a lead role over there, right? So, and it was a newcomer, we were all newcomers over there, me and Vaishali Suparna. So it was very important for him to see that every scene was, perfect. And in Vadakkan Veeragatha, you're working with all legends, right? I mean, Mammootty sir and Madhvi and all these people. So my interaction with him was more over in Vaishali rather than in Vadakkan Veeragatha.
So there is a scene by scene elevation to your character, and your character actually the story revolves around Chandu, but you are the actually storyteller to us.
Yeah.
The story is being said through you to us. So how was that feeling spending time with the legend Mammootty, Hariharan sir? How was that scene compositions like?
So it was contrast, Uh, I'll tell you why it was contrast because the characteristics of Bharadan sir and Hariharan sir is like it's like moon and the sun,
Two
you know,
poles.
two poles apart and two different, both great filmmakers. But here I'm coming from Vaishali, in a very chilled out atmosphere, and Bharadan sir was he was very chilled out, right?
Okay.
And in comparison, I'm going to a set where Hariharan sir was not that chilled. He was one of the serious types. But again, a fantastic human being. And obviously, Mammootty sir also not the chill type. He was also a little serious. And obviously, we were all in awe of Mammootty sir because when I was doing Vaishali, I didn't know much about the Malayalam film industry. I was told that Mammootty sir and Mohanlal sir, they were the main pillars of the cinema. So
Still there.
they still are, right? They still are. So that's fantastic. I mean, it's awesome. Like people come and go, but they're still there. Yes. And obviously, because they're so good at their craft. Uh, yeah, so there's this funny incident, which happened during. I hope if Mammootty sir sees this, he doesn't mind because it's just a joke right now. So we were filming the action scene, me and Mammootty sir, and we were all wearing these wigs and all that, right? So I remember in one of the scenes, I the sword hit the wig, and the wig fell down.
Okay.
Yeah, so and I started laughing, right? Because it was funny at that time, and he didn't take it so well. And
Okay.
he was actually very he was I don't know if you
Upset.
remember this. Yeah, he was upset. Then he left the shoot. The shooting got canceled. Then
Oh
I
my God.
got very I got very kind of scared. Okay, what is he going to throw me out of the movie or something of that? But anyways, when we met again at the hotel lobby, he said, Sanjay, don't worry, it's all good. So yeah, so these are the small instances we had, but it was so fun. And also, Palghat was very hot in those days. I mean, it's especially during the time we were filming this particular sequence. So it was very tiring, but it was interesting. Because here I'm doing a different role in Vaishali, and then from a soft role, I come into a totally aggressive. So that was a nice journey actually to live.
So how was performing alongside Madhavi and Geeta and all?
Geeta had already, we had a lot of interaction in
In
Vaishali.
Vaishali.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. But, they were always laughing at me because, my Malayalam is very good, right? I'm just kidding. It's not very good. So, whenever I was speaking those lines and, especially that Urinniku, Chandu Chegavre and all that, I still remember the lines because I used to mug it
Mugger.
up so much that it all became ingrained, and I still remember some lines right now, but not so much, Vaishali also for that matter. But they were always laughing because, I was not well with I used to not remember the lines so much. And finally at the shot, what came out of my mouth was not Malayalam. It was some different dialect. So it was funny at that time. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Though I think I didn't in terms of days, I might not have shot so much, but each and every episode working with Mammootty sir, with Hariharan sir, which comes from a different school of filmmaking, right? It was a learning experience.
So could you please repeat that dialogue? ഒരുങ്ങിക്കോ ചന്ദിച്ചേക്കവരെ.
Urinnekyo Chandu Chegavare. I was not smiling that time. I was like very serious, but it's right, it's very funny now. Most of the dialect meaning I don't understand, right? So even when for that matter, even Vaishali, when I see right now, we don't have the subtitle versions, right?
Yes,
In
yes.
English or even the dub versions. Sometimes more, I don't understand what's being said, but in the context, of the scene, I understand.
So are you still aware of that great body of work that you have done by just 2 films? Are you aware of that magnanimity?
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I'll tell you why. Because when you're away from these things, you don't realize the impact these movies have made. And to just for FYI, I missed on another movie with Mammootty sir where I couldn't go to the schedule of that movie because I fell sick. That movie was Amaram.
Oh
So
my God.
Ashokan
You were
role.
supposed to do the Ashokan's role.
Yeah, I was supposed to do that role. I was signed and everything, and then I think I got typhoid, and because that movie was supposed to be shot in the seashores and all that, right?
Yes, yes,
So that's
yes.
the reason my doctor said, no, man, you don't. And I was very young those days. I still remember Bardhan sir those days we didn't have cell phones, right? So he still, he asked me, are you sure you don't want to do the movie? I said, no, sir, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. So that is another chance which I missed. That would have been a triple victory for me in terms of, these great films which are being made. Yeah. So again, coming back to your question, yeah, you don't realize, but even after so many years today, I've not been a part of a lot of Malayalam movies. Maybe Vadakkan Veeragatha and Vaishali, right? But these two films are there in the minds of the Malayali audience, right? And the
Yes,
kind of love and recognition which I still get, even
yes,
after all these years, is just mind-blowing.
yes,
Because I realize even people were not even born in those days, and I'm talking about all the various age
yes.
groups. I'm talking about teenagers, I'm talking about people who are girls and boys who are in their 30s and 40s, and right now I'm 58. So all the
You
contemporary,
you
sorry.
are? You're 58.
Yeah, I was 22 when I did Vaishali, right? So if you do the math, I'm 58 right now.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm not lying. I mean, you can do the math. You don't have to be a,
No,
you
no,
know,
no, no. We always see you as that young, confused Rishisringan. That's why I believe.
I'm still confused.
So recently, I learned that you were made to do the initial scene was a very very intimate scene of in Vaishali. So what was that thought process? What was that communication between Bharathan and you? Why did he made you and Suvarna do that scene? What was all about that?
He was a naughty guy. Oh, basically. Yeah, he was a different guy. Uh, he was a romantic himself, and so his main idea was to get the lead pair, me and Suparna, be comfortable with each other. And I think there's no other way of making a lead pair comfortable than getting them kiss on their first scene, right? I think that must be the thought process. Yeah. That's the only answer which I think right now, which I feel that is the correct answer to your question.
We created something of a global level in 1989. So don't you see that as peculiar and special?
Of course, and I think if Vaishali was made today, it would have been something like Bahubali, right? Also,
Yes,
you have to be aware of the fact that we didn't have internet those days, you
yes,
know. So internet plays a very, very big part of promotions for a
yes,
movie. Even if it is not there, they take it up there, the marketing and obviously everything. You know how it works, right? So, yeah, so I would say Vaishali is the Bahubali of, was the Bahubali of 1988, actually, to be precise. It released in 88, I think.
Where is Sanjay Mitra right now, and what is he doing? Are you acting, or are you in any form of film? What are you doing right now?
So I came to California. I'm in the Bay Area. It's a Silicon Valley. So I came about 15 years ago
Oh
from
my God.
Bombay. I moved here, and currently I'm selling real estate. I'm pretty happy at what I'm doing. And so part of your question was about movie, right? I do get these random offers, but at the end of the day, if I'm not happy with the role, I don't want to disrespect the roles which I've done earlier, you know. And I do get, in even in between, it's sometime back I got this offer in for OTT because it's again
Yeah,
it's
there's
a
an
very
OTT book.
there's an OTT platform which actors can really take advantage of. Yeah, but if the role, you know what, I mean, I'm not trying to be cocky over here, but if the role is right, and if everything kind of falls in place, and if I get excited about that particular role, and if filmmakers think that they can cast me, because the aura of Rishi Shingan is so big that when people see me, they say, "Hey, this is Rishi Shingan," so they also have to accept that particular guy uh, in a different role. But it's up to the filmmakers to take that chance on me.
So you won't be doing a movie for the sake of doing it.
Yeah, of course not. I don't need to. I don't need to. To be very frank, if everything works out, yes. I mean, I will be more than happy to do a movie.
I have also heard that you are the son of a musician. You sing so well. Subarna encouraged you to sing. Is that all true?
Yeah, she's been a very important part of my life, right? So yeah, she encouraged me to sing, but at the end of the day, she didn't teach me to sing. Yeah. Yeah, so I had to go through all the various gurus and coaches who say it. And then obviously with music, my father was an accordion player, right? So he taught me everything over there. So yeah, so I hope I answered that question of yours.
Who is your favorite musician? Rafi Sahab? Anyone to be specific?
You mean favorite singer?
Yeah.
It's just like asking me who's the favorite actor. Is it Mammootty sir or Mohanlal sir? So yeah, so it's everybody's different,
Is it Mohammed Rafi or Yeshudas?
So Yesudas sir, he has sung so many. He has sung. Uh, I don't think he sang in Vaishali, but I think I did another movie called Poonila Mada.
Yes, yes, yes.
So he sang one song from there. Yesudas sir is classical based, and Mohammad Rafiji is more on, how playback singing is, right? But both are greats, even Kishore Kumar sir,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
amazing, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So all different genres, all greats in their own genres. I'm too little to kind of comment on who I like. I like everybody, actually.
So
Even
if I
for that matter, Yasuda sir, his uh, his song from composer Ravindra Jain movies, right? Because my father was a chief assistant to Ravindra Jain, so and
okay,
they worked very closely. So all those initial songs of Mr. Ravindra Jain was sung by Yesudas ji was also very good.
so one song for us.
You took me by surprise, man. I've not even practiced because these things need practice, right? Maybe Yesudas ji's song. कभी कभी दीप चले आना कभी छाँव ढले आना कभी दीप चले आना कभी छां डले आना गीत मिलन का भूल न जाना मेरा प्यार ना बिसराना कभी दीप चले आना दारा कभी
I
छां चले आना. So
am
I know I got the lyrics wrong over here, but at least
yeah.
it's
So I've always been a fan of your work, sir.
thank
Please
you so
come back to Malayalam cinema when you hear about a meteor roll, okay, like Rishashringan or Aramiluni. So people are waiting for the re-release of Vadakkan Veeragatha to witness that epic
I'm also
film.
very excited. I saw the promos. It looks so amazing. I'm so
Yeah.
excited, so thrilled that again, it's releasing in Dolby Atmos and 4K.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Will you be in Kerala at the time of release, or you will in California?
I think mostly I'll be over here, but I'll have my eyes and ears all directed towards the release of the movie, and I hope it does much better than what it did before.
Definitely, sir. Looking forward to the release, and be that fit, healthy Rishashringan always you are. So thank you for your time, and all the best for the release. And please come back to Kerala, do movies, see you at the movies.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Goodbye.